Hello everyone and welcome back to the State Champs studio for another edition of State Champs Hangtime. I'm your host Elizabeth Coon here with our basketball analyst Lexi Ayala. We had another packed week full of high school hoops.
And at this point in the season, high school teams have to be on their A game or you might not get a shot at the Breslin.
That's right, let's get into our first game. We have Grosse-Ile and Riverview battled it out for first place in the Huron League, and this one was all Riverview. They're sitting alone in first place. They got the big win here, 72-27. Lexi, a lot of high school teams are utilizing this full court trapping defense. Why is that?
Well, a lot of high school teams can't handle the pressure of full court trapping defense. It's a lot going on all game long, and if you don't have a point guard that can really handle the basketball, dribbling and dishing wise, it's going to be tough. And that full court trapping defense was something that Grosse-Ile just couldn't really handle. Riverview's guard Cadence Kaminsky, though, the Alma College commit, she's always keeping her eyes up, dishing, passing, and it was that full court trapping defense that got her a lot of steals, being able to run in transition, push for fast break points, but she was unselfish. She was finding other players in transition as well. Kaminsky came away with the most steals, and so she had the game high 23 points in this game.
Next up, Pewamo Westphalia took on Portland St. Patrick, a really close one here. PW coming out with the win, 36-33. Lexi, we had some Mamba mentality in this one. Tell us about it.
We did, and it was that Mamba mentality, that was from guard Ellie Bangle. She had a super clutch go-ahead three-pointer and a pair of free throws all in the last minute of the game. 5 points in that last minute to push the Pirates to a CMAC victory over Portland St. Patrick. Bangle finished with the team-high 10 points, and it was Portland St. Patrick's guard, Graceland Rocky, who had the game-high 12 points and a solid 6 boards, but this was a defensive battle, and it was Pewamo Westphalia who just got it done more on the defensive end. The Pirates just had a lot more score, stop, score sequences, and that's what got them the win.
And finally, we're 3 for 3 on games that were defensive battles. We'll finish it off with the matchup between Romeo and Anchor Bay. Anchor Bay getting the dub here, 46-33.
In Anchor Bay, they were turning that defense into offense. Romeo struggled against the Anchor Bay full court press in this game as well, and it was guard Julia Kachik was at the top of the full court press and was not only reading Romeo's players' eyes and intercepting those passes, she was also just straight up stripping the offense on the ball defense. She had super tough on the ball defense. Anchor Bay was also turning their defense into offense like that Riverview game off of that full court press. And it was Kachik who also was finding forward Peyton Lee a lot in transition, and Lee was absolutely not shying away from any contact. When she would get it in the post, she'd go up super strong with authority and let out some passion, a big roar after getting some big and ones in this game.
We're going to check in with our third member of the team, Carol Lyles, who checked in with Darren McAllister, West Bloomfield's head coach, in this week's B-Camps Chalk Talk.
Last year, first year head coach, you come in and you win it all. Was that something that you were expecting, or?
I don't mean to sound cocky or arrogant when I say this, but we expected that. From day one of practice, the players bought into it, and they said that's what they wanted to do. I told them that's what I wanted to do. As a matter of fact, during the interview process, I told the athletic director that those were our expectations, and we had the mantra last year, I believe, and we had that mentality. We believed it, and we did it.
To catch that whole interview, just head over to the State Champs YouTube page. All you need to do is search State Champs Net. Let's check in now with Big Lexi's Big Ten. 1 through 6 stayed the same, but we see a little bit of a noticeable change with Farmington Hills Mercy. They moved from 7th to 10th. Why is that?
I had to drop Farmington Hills Mercy all the way down to that 10th spot. They still get to stay in Big Lexi's Big Ten, but they did drop 2 of their last 3 games. The first one was a huge one we talked about last week to Ann Arbor Father Gabriel Richard. However, they dropped another one recently, and that was to Detroit Edison, which is why I had to move Detroit Edison above Farmington Hills Mercy with the huge 44-42 win over Farmington Hills Mercy, who is also ranked above Detroit Edison. Edison got to get bumped up. They've had another really close game, most recently also against Grand Rapids Catholic Central, that they won 59-58, proving that DEPSA can handle and overcome the adversity of close games.
Hazlitt moved up in your rankings this week to number 7. What'd they do to prove that they deserve to be in that spot?
I think Hazlitt deserved a number 7 spot. They were at number 9 in my Big Ten. However, they are still undefeated on the season. 17-0, that's a lot of games to go without a single loss on this season. Most recently, Hazlitt got a victory over East Lansing, 68-45, that saw Hazlitt win the major team stat categories, 43-33 on boards, 20-12 in dimes, and 24-9 in steals. So this is a total team effort type of basketball team. And that was just Big Lexi's Big Ten, but we have a Super 20 here at State Champs for the 20th year of State Champs. So make sure you go check out the rest of the list, because I know a couple teams, aka Ann Arbor Father Gabriel Richard, who weren't happy with their ranking last week, but you just might be this week. Go check it out.
All right, that's all we got for this week, but make sure you guys tune in next week for State Champs Hangtime.
State Champs Hangtime is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Visit ltuathletics.com and recruit yourself. Hangtime is also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner of the MHSAA. The Detroit Athletic Club Foundation's Athlete of the Year Awards. Applications are being accepted now until March 6, 2023 for the male and female high school athletes of the year. Check out previous winners and download the application today at dacathleteoftheyear.com. And the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan. Find out more at bcam.org.